what expats ask and what expats should ask before moving to Thailand. That's what we're going to talk about in today's video. Too many people move to Thailand asking all the wrong questions. They're thinking about cheap rent, beautiful women, palm trees, without a clue about the reality of living here long term. You can Google how much does it cost or what visa do I need, but if you're not asking the right questions, you're asking for trouble. In this video, I'm going to break down what new expats usually ask versus what they should be asking. Because if you come here with fantasy questions, you're going to get a hard dose of reality. You need to ask smarter questions, make smarter moves, and Thailand will then hopefully work out for you. Should. I am Scott. I'm an American in Bangkok. I've been living here in Thailand for the past 30 plus years. And if you like this video, please do me a favor, click the like button. If you have yet to subscribe, please do so, and remember to hit the notification bell so you'll stay informed of any upcoming videos and live streams. And also, if you'd like to send me a Dear Scott letter, or you have a question, a quick question, whatever, or you need a consultation, a little more in-depth thing, email me at anamericaninbangkok@gmail.com. That's anamericaninbangkok@gmail.com. All right, so let's get into it. We got 7 common expat questions that people ask when they're thinking of moving to Thailand, and then there are 7 better questions that they should be asking. All right, so the first question, very simple question, first couple questions, but first question, how cheap can I live in Thailand? Okay, well, what you should ask is, what is a realistic monthly budget, including emergencies? You can scrape by on $1,000 a month. You can scrape by on $500 a month. I mean, if you have a place to stay, I'm going to crash on my buddy's couch. All I'm going to do is eat mangoes every day, or I'm just going to eat street food every day. I'm only going to spend 50 baht a day on food. Yeah, you can live on the cheap, but then maybe if you need dental work, you need a hospital visit, or they ask you to show your money and you get rejected. If you're not budgeting at least, listen, $1,000 if you're living out in the village. Okay, I understand that. It's possible, but personally I would say budget at least $1,500 up to, say, $2,000. Okay, that's a realistic budget. And if you don't have that much, you're kind of walking a financial tightrope. The takeaway on that is you're not just living, you're aging, and you break things, and you need support, and you need to budget like you may need the money. So, you can't just say, I'm going to live off of $500 a month, and, on the 15th when your money comes, you're like, I've got 3 baht left. What am I going to do? You can't do that. Number 2, can I just do visa runs forever? What you should ask is, what is my long-term legal visa strategy with a backup? Visa runs are dying. Immigration is tightening up, and you're not guaranteed to get back in. While they may let you come in maybe 1 time, maybe even 2 times. Just depends. There's no guarantee, and that is the issue. Whether it's a retirement visa, marriage visa, elite visa, ED visa, you need a plan A, plan B, and you better know the fine print. The takeaway is you don't want to bet your life on a loophole that could close next week or tomorrow, okay? Number 3, can I work online from Thailand? Well, what you should ask is, will I be breaking Thai law by working remotely? Now, the myth is you're freelancing online, no big deal. The truth is, any kind of work, and I know this is really harsh, but any kind of work without a work permit is illegal, period. Immigration has raided co-working spaces and YouTubers' condos. Don't assume you're safe because you're quiet. If your income depends on staying in Thailand, you'd better be doing it legally or be ready to leave at a moment's notice. Now, generally, what I'm going to say is you don't bother them, they don't bother you. But if you do something stupid, for sure, they're going to come after you. Okay? Number 4, where is the best beach town to live? How do I know? I'll tell you where I think the best beach town is, but where you think the best beach town is probably completely different. What you should ask is, what location fits my needs? Healthcare, community, lifestyle, cost. Phuket is beautiful until you're sick and stuck in traffic, until you need the money. It's a fairly expensive place. Chiang Mai is quiet until you're bored out of your mind. Don't choose based on Instagram. I don't even, you know what? I don't even look at Instagram photos for any other reason than, like I put my Hong Kong protest photos up. I looked at those just to remember what it was like there. Sometimes I look at somebody's training photos or something like that, but I don't usually look at photos to see what is the most beautiful place, where should I go, and where should I stay. It just doesn't make sense to me. You choose based on your visa access, your language skills, your infrastructure, what the type of infrastructure you actually need. And the takeaway is that the best place is where you won't lose your mind, your health, or your visa. You're not going to be out in the middle of a jungle somewhere and you're going to go, oh, it's so great here. And then it comes time to, say, do a 90-day report or get a visa extension, something like that. And you're like, wow, that means I got to take a trip all the way in there. That's going to take me 3 days, or that's going to take me 2 days, whatever it's going to take me. It's going to cost me this much money. I don't have the money now. Too bad. Number 5, is Thailand safe? That's the number 1 question, in case you don't know. What you should ask is, how do I avoid scams, legal trouble, and dangerous situations? Thailand generally is very, very safe. If you're not an idiot. The most dangerous thing is probably the drunk expat who has a massive ego. I don't run into them very often. That's because I don't generally go to the bars much anymore. Avoid the shady bars. The ones where they don't put your tab out, and then all of a sudden, after about 3 hours, you're hammered, and you go, how much do I owe? 47,000 baht. What? Don't touch drugs. You want to smoke weed? Well, right now, that's fine here. Everything's cool. No problem. You can do that. But, you don't want to go out and be doing more serious stuff, if you know what I mean. Generally, you don't raise your voice at anyone, but especially not at police. That's just stupid. I mean, raising your voice, you know what? The reason that I never raise my voice to police, ever, is because they have the power. You don't have any power. I don't care what you do. It's better that you just speak calmly and quietly. Don't get involved in other people's drama, and that means just about anybody else's drama. Just don't do it. Takeaway is safety is not guaranteed here. It is something that is fairly normal, but it's not guaranteed. It is a behavior pattern, and it really depends on where you are and what you're doing. Number 6, can I get a Thai girlfriend? Oh, my God. I've got so many guys who have come to me and said to me, I want a Thai girlfriend. I want to come over there. But I don't want to stay over there all the time, and I don't want to bring her back to the United States with me. And I don't want this. And she's got to be kind of quiet and peaceful. And I just go, man, dude, you are just out of your mind, dude. You really are just crazy. What you should ask is, do you understand the Thai dating culture and the consequences? Because the consequences are, hey, you may be able to get them, but it's a lot harder to get rid of them. Yes, you can find love here, but if you don't understand family dynamics, social expectations, and financial roles, that's important in Thai culture, you're going to end up broke, bitter, or both. Love is not a transaction unless you want it to be, and what that means is your money is going to leave your pocket rather quickly. So if you have a lot of money, maybe you'll make it. If you don't, you're not going to make it. Okay? Too many expats forget this. The takeaway: learn the culture before you get involved, or prepare to be schooled the hard way. What do I always say? I say, take a year, learn the language, and get to know the culture, and then you can get a little bit serious. But for the first year, don't get serious with anybody. I don't know what's so hard to understand about that, but yet so many people just go, Scott doesn't know what he's talking about. I'm going to get involved. And then they find themselves in this predicament and they don't know what to do. All right, number 7, what should I bring with me? What you should ask is, what is essential and what's just emotional baggage? Emotional baggage. Oof. I don't like that emotional baggage. Yeah, that's one thing I don't like. Emotional baggage. No, thank you. Bring what you can't easily buy. Your meds, electronics, if you can use them here. Backup debit cards, clothes in your size. If you've got 20 different pairs of jeans, I wouldn't bring them here. Unless maybe you know you're going to be here forever, like you're absolutely positive, and that's, most people are not positive. Maybe you don't want to bring a winter coat, and your belief then may just feel like Thailand is home. If you're bringing everything with you, you may believe that Thailand is home, but it's really not the same as home. Travel light, bring what matters, not what is your security blanket. Don't be Linus and bring a blanket with you. I've got to have my blanket with me because I feel so secure. You don't need it. All right? Now, too many people come here with surface level questions, fantasy expectations, and then they wonder why they crash and burn within a year. And I guarantee you can find person after person after person on YouTube who has crashed and burned. The ones who survive, the ones who thrive, are the ones who ask better questions before they ever stepped onto a plane. Or they started asking their questions when they first started traveling here as a tourist, before they even decided to move here. So I would say, stop asking how to get by and start asking how to build a real life here, because Thailand doesn't really reward dreamers. It rewards people who are willing to adapt to whatever situation, to prepare, respect the system. If you want to be here long term, you got to think long term. Okay? All right. Remember to smash the like button, subscribe, hit the notification bell. If you'd like to show your support for the channel, you can do so by joining the VIP section of the channel down below. Just hit the join button for as little as $1.99. You can send me a Dear Scott letter, or if you need a consultation, email me at anamericaninbangkok@gmail.com, anamericaninbangkok@gmail.com. That is all I have. Until next time, I'm Scott. I'm an American in Bangkok. Chok di leo jerken mai, which means good luck, and see you again.